Welcome back to Book Bites, where we unlock the best books in 10 key points, turning pages into powerful ideas. In today's episode, where we'll uncover the transformative insights of Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book explores the science and strategy behind habit formation, showing how tiny, consistent changes can yield remarkable results over time. Through practical examples and actionable steps, Clear reveals how to build good habits, break bad ones, and ultimately reshape your life by focusing on systems rather than goals. So, let's dive in. Before we begin, let's learn about the mind behind this incredible work. James Clear is an author, speaker, and expert in habits and decision making. Drawing from behavioral science, psychology, and personal experience, he's dedicated to helping people unlock their potential through the power of small actions. His best-selling book, Atomic Habits, has inspired millions worldwide to rethink how they approach personal growth and change. Key point 1. The power of atomic habits. Let's start by understanding what James Clear means by atomic habits. These are the tiny, almost imperceptible actions we take every day. While they may seem insignificant, they compound over time to create extraordinary results. Think of it like saving a penny every day. It doesn't feel like much, but over months and years, those pennies add up. Similarly, Clear argues that habits shape our identity. Each time we act, we cast a vote for the type of person we want to become. By focusing on small, consistent improvements, we can achieve exponential growth and create a system that sets us up for long-term success. Fun fact: the concept of compounding isn't just about habits, it's also how Warren Buffett built his fortune. About 99% of Buffett's wealth was accumulated after his 50th birthday, thanks to the power of compounding interest over decades. Small, consistent actions truly do lead to extraordinary outcomes. Key point 2. The 4 laws of behavior change. Every habit, good or bad, follows a feedback loop: cue, craving, response, and reward. To build a good habit, you need to tweak each stage of this loop. First, make it obvious by creating clear triggers for your behavior. Then, make it attractive. Associate the habit with something enjoyable. Next, make it easy, reduce friction, and lower the effort required to start. Finally, make it satisfying. Give yourself a small reward to reinforce the habit. By understanding and applying these 4 laws, you can intentionally design habits that stick. Fun fact: the idea of cue, craving, response, and reward has roots in behavioral psychology. B.F. Skinner, a famous psychologist, conducted experiments with rats that showed how rewards reinforce behavior, a discovery that shaped modern habit theory. Key point 3. Identity-based habits. One of the most profound ideas in the book is the concept of identity-based habits. Clear emphasizes that real change happens when you focus not on what you want to achieve, but on who you want to become. Instead of saying, "I want to lose weight," say, "I am someone who prioritizes health." Every small action, like choosing a salad over fries, reinforces this identity. The key is consistency. Every time you practice the habit, you cast a vote for that version of yourself. Over time, these votes add up, and the habit becomes an integral part of your identity. Fun fact: Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps built his identity as a champion by visualizing success every day. Before each race, he mentally rehearsed every detail of his performance, a habit that aligned with his identity as the best swimmer in the world. Key point 4. The role of environment. Your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your habits. Clear explains that our behavior is often a response to the cues around us. By designing your environment intentionally, you can make good habits easier to follow and bad habits harder to sustain. For example, if you want to drink more water, keep a water bottle visible on your desk. On the flip side, if you're trying to reduce screen time, keep your phone out of reach. Remember, you don't need willpower to resist temptation if you never encounter it in the first place. Key point 5. The 2-minute rule. Starting a new habit can feel daunting, but Clear offers a simple solution. the 2-minute rule. The idea is to scale down any habit to a version that takes 2 minutes or less. For example, instead of saying, "I'll write a book," start with, "I'll write one sentence." By lowering the barrier to entry, you're more likely to get started. And starting is often the hardest part. Over time, these small beginnings can grow into substantial, meaningful routines. Key point 6. Habit stacking. To make new habits stick, try habit stacking. This technique involves pairing a new habit with an existing one. For example, if you already brush your teeth every morning, you could add, "After brushing my teeth, I'll meditate for 1 minute." By anchoring the new habit to a reliable part of your routine, you create a natural trigger that makes it easier to follow through. Fun fact: habit stacking works so well because it leverages a principle called temporal association, which is how our brains link events in time. It's the same reason why hearing the sound of popcorn popping immediately makes you crave a movie night. Key point 7. Breaking bad habits. Now, let's talk about breaking bad habits. Clear suggests inverting the 4 laws of behavior change. To stop a bad habit, make it invisible by removing cues from your environment. Make it unattractive by reframing how you see it. For example, think of junk food as an obstacle to your health goals. Make it difficult by increasing friction, like storing your favorite snacks in hard-to-reach places. And finally, make it unsatisfying by holding yourself accountable, perhaps by sharing your goals with a friend who can help you stay on track. Key point 8. The plateau of latent potential. One of the most challenging aspects of habit formation is patience. Clear explains that progress is often invisible in the early stages, a phenomenon he calls the plateau of latent potential. Think of it like heating an ice cube. At first, nothing seems to happen, but eventually, the temperature reaches a tipping point, and the cube melts. Similarly, habits take time to show results. Trust the process and focus on building consistent systems. Your breakthrough will come. Fun fact: bamboo plants can grow 90 feet in just 5 weeks, but only after spending years developing their root systems underground. Sometimes, unseen progress is laying the foundation for massive growth. Key point 9. Measurement and tracking. Tracking your habits can be a powerful motivator. Clear suggests using habit trackers to visualize your progress and maintain momentum. A simple calendar where you mark each day you complete a habit can work wonders. The goal is to build streaks, continuous days of practicing your habit. And if you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Instead, focus on getting back on track immediately. Remember, it's not about being perfect, but about being consistent. Key point 10. Continuous improvement. Small incremental changes, just 1% better every day, can lead to remarkable transformations over time. Embrace a growth mindset and view each habit as a step toward lifelong development. Rather than chasing perfection, focus on sustainability. Over months and years, these small actions compound, leading to a better, stronger version of yourself. Fun fact: the Japanese concept of kaizen, or continuous improvement, is famously practiced by Toyota. By improving their processes by just 1% at a time, they became one of the most successful automakers in the world. James Clear's Atomic Habits teaches us that the power of change lies not in grand gestures, but in the small, consistent actions we take every day. By focusing on systems rather than outcomes, we can rewire our behavior, break free from bad habits, and build a life aligned with our goals and values. The journey to self-improvement isn't about perfection, it's about progress. So, start small, stay consistent, and trust the process. Remember, the tiniest habits can spark the most profound transformations. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this summary and found it helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more insightful content like this. Your support helps us continue sharing ideas that can transform your life. I'll leave you with one of the best quotes from the book. "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems."